All right, it is 8:46. I am all packed up, ready to hit the road out of my primitive campsite here on the Montour Trail and saying goodbye to my new friend and campsite mate, Joe. Best of luck. Very nice to meet you.
Good luck.
Yeah, thank you. And today I'm going to make my way through Pittsburgh and onto the Gap Trail. So, all right, let's go. Come on, Myrtle. Let's go. And I am riding through the grass to find my way out to the road where the Montour Trail is. I have a very tricky little exit here. It's really not designed for trikes, but I managed. This was the porta potty. Living large out here in these primitive campsites. But it was actually nice. I slept, and it's always nice to have somebody else at the campsite. Even though I don't know the person, it always makes me feel safer than being alone. So I was very nice having Joe and chatting with him. He was a very interesting young man. And so today, the weather is actually pretty warm, but rain is on the way in the next couple of hours for sure. So yeah, I'm a little bit embarrassed today. I got a lot of really bad information yesterday from cyclists, from Google, and then also from the bike store, who were very helpful, but they told me that I was 30 miles from the start of the Gap Trail, and it wasn't anywhere near that far. And it sent me into a panic because I realized I wasn't going to make it to my destination. And I found this nice campsite, which is great, but I really could have made it there. And today I have a very short distance. Yeah, look here, got a heron. There he goes. Flying up into the tree. That's beautiful. Yeah, so I did 38 miles yesterday. I decided to split up that ride, which according to the bike shop was going to be 75 miles. And I thought, okay, I'll just split it up. And I thought I would have close to 40 miles to do today, but I don't. It's 15 miles. And for some weird reason, who knows why, Google would not plot a course using the Montour Trail. It is today. And now, of course, I realized just how close I was and that I could have made it. So I guess stuff like this happens. So it's just the way it is. Make the best of it. And I am making my way into Pittsburgh. It's Sunday. It's also the day of the Pittsburgh Marathon. So we'll see if that means anything. It's about 9:15 in the morning. And I'm crossing, which will eventually show the Monongahela River. Probably not pronouncing that right. There's a big steel plant here. This is Glassport. These are big piles of coal that they're using in the steel production. I have a touring cyclist behind me, and which is very nice because I think he kind of knows the way. I saw my first sign pointing to the Gap Trail. I'm very excited. Oh, you can really smell it. Yeah, this smells really strong. Oh my gosh, look at all those barges of coal. Yeah, probably should be wearing a mask out here. That's pretty strong. U.S. Steel. Probably don't want to be swimming in this river. Yeah, wow, man, that is a really strong smell. And we are crossing the Youghiogheny River.
Yep.
Yeah.
The York.
York. We're just going to call it the York. And Jeff is very nice to show me the way. Yeah, this is cool, right? Nice blue bridge. And my Google in my ear says, turn right here to get on the Great Allegheny Passage, which is the Gap Trail. How about that? We got quite an entrance here. How amazing is this, you guys? I'm on the Gap. I've been looking forward to this since the start of my tour on March 3rd. Yeah, momentous. With Jeff. Yeah, my new cycling friend. Yeah, he's given me a lot of history and yep, here we go. Great Allegheny Passage. Railroad history here. I think the Gap Trail is a rail trail, which is nice because that means the climbs are going to be very gentle. Mile marker 129. Hi there. So this is Little West Newton. We got some nice railroad history here. Past the old station. I can definitely feel there is weather. It's sprinkling just a little bit. It's coming from the west. I'm headed east, so I'm hoping to make it a little bit further. Okay. I have definitely found the rain. Stopped my windbreaker on. Still raining. I made it to Belle Vernon, Pennsylvania today. Oh my gosh, it's been so much has happened. It feels like more than one day's ride. This morning, I woke up, I was camping, primitive camping. It was beautiful. The weather was fantastic. I don't think it got below 50 degrees overnight, so it was really just perfect for camping. And then I made my way through Pittsburgh and onto the Gap Trail. It was actually very easy to find. And I knew that there was a pretty big storm happening, maybe 2-3 hours of riding on the Gap Trail, which is lovely. I got to the first town of West Newton, 14 miles, and there still wasn't any rain. And almost as soon as I left that little town, the rains came. And the Gap Trail is a crushed limestone, so it is unpaved. I think this is the first time on my tour that I had been riding on an unpaved trail in the rain. And oh my gosh, it turned to a mucky mess very, very quickly. I had muck everywhere. I even had muck in my hair. I got to the next little town of Smithdon, told me that there's a B&B, Adele's, and nobody answered, and I just didn't really know what to do. So I went across the street to an American Legion. They were so much fun. They all got on their phones and they started calling around to see if anybody could help me with a place to stay. They exhausted their options and then they said, you know what, there's some hotels next to the highway. That would probably be your best bet. And they also had a hose. And so I was able to hose everything down. And so I did. I made it to the Comfort Inn in Belle Vernon, Pennsylvania. So that's my update. Thank you so much for following along.